Blop, blorp, bleep, blorp. Blop, bleep, blorp. Bleep, blop, blorp, blop. Blop, blop, bleep, blop, blorp. Blop, bleep, blop, blop, blop. I love these guys. I love these alien villager dudes. They're very cool. But anyway, hey, we are back on Attack of the B Team on the LiveMC server. And this is, of course, Slash. And we are about to descend into this crater here where there is a moon dungeon waiting for us. I had thought I put a flag from Galacticraft up here, but it seems to have gone missing. So I don't know if it glitched out or what the deal is. But we're going to head down into the depths here very shortly. Let me switch my perspective here. And I'm going to turn myself into a bat just for the mobility. And we'll go over the supplies for this run. I've got some glowstone torches, which light things up on the moon. You can see some there. They don't seem to do a very good job of lighting things up in the UI. Like, let me just make sure brightness is all the way up. And it is very dark. I'll probably have to do some brightening in post for you guys to be able to actually see this stuff. But, yeah. So I've got the glowstone torches to light up our way down there. I've got my faithful AK-47 with a whole bunch of clips that we're going to just stick over there. And I also brought an RPG launcher, rocket-propelled grenades, to see if that will do us any good while we're down there. And I've got some extra oxygen, because these are running kind of low. So without further ado, let's head down in and see what we get. Yeah, it doesn't light things up very well down here, but we got a spawner in the floor, a couple of spawners in the floor, so let's see if we can't take those out. Whoa! Take those out from a height here. Ow! Jerk. Stop it! Is this not sufficient light to stop these guys from spawning? Maybe it is now. Oh, nope. It is certainly not. Hello. Alright, you know what? Let's... Okay, not what I intended to do at all. Let's just take these things out, shall we? Very good. That'll work. Get a little bit of light in here if we can. Those torches are all burnt out. Whoa! Okay. Spiders. Let's take this out here. Man, I can barely see. I don't know how I'm gonna make you guys see. Alright, that guy got caught in his own cobweb, so that's helpful. Oh, ow. Did I get it? I got it. These guys are fast. Alright, get me out of there. Alright, let's clear up some of the area here. Continue on our way down the corridor. Any surprises awaiting us? So far, whoa! There's a surprise. Come on, come on. Come on, die. There we go. I hear a spider. I don't see him, though. Alright, let's take this out. Sounds like he's either above or to the side. Let's make use... I don't think I've used this on camera yet. Let's make use of one of our utilities here. Gonna fly up just in case any mobs come while I'm setting this up. But we can swap out... Oh, I made a whole new diamond armor, by the way. Protection and thorns and unbreaking. And some feather falling just in case. And this one has last stand, and I'm not exactly sure what that does, but it might come in handy. Anyway, let's put on the sonic glasses. Now... Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. There are mobs galore on the other side of this wall. Okay. So that allows us to see what we hear, which is super useful. So let's go ahead and break through. Maybe we can't. Can you not break through this stuff? I don't think you can. I was sitting there for forever and it wasn't breaking. Interesting. Okay, well then we'll just continue working our way down the old-fashioned way. Whoa! Jeez, man, this guy came flying around the corner. Scared the heck out of me. That's just stone. Okay, so that's a dead end. I wish these torches would light things up better. Oh, we got a chest. Any nasty surprises? That just says normal chest. Let's see what... Oh, we got a guy. Hello, a guy. Holy, what the heck is that? Crab walking. Whoa! 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 Holy moly. Accidentally picked up one of those torches. Oh, it just says torch. Okay. It's a Galacticraft torch, apparently. What do we got? 2 dragon eggs. A stencil. A single net safari. Ooh, 2 shiny ingots. That's good. And some gunpowder. Okay. Not a bad haul. Let's continue on our way. You know what? I'm actually going to, before I go any further, I'm going to swap out the oxygen tanks because I'm running kind of low. And I want to make sure that I have... Oh! Jeez! Jerk! Face! How'd you find me? I wasn't anywhere near where monsters are. I'm here in the middle of a room. Here. Try and get me now while I mess around with this. Top that back in there. Throw some of this stuff back in here. So that we don't have to worry about it. Alright, very good. Top off the torches. Okay. I don't even remember what I was saying. Well, we're going to continue our way down through the dungeon here. Oh, man, I don't like the looks of this. Ah, jeez, there's like... cobwebs galore down there. I shouldn't be as chicken as I am. I've got, what, 24 hearts? But I'm still freaking out about it. Alright, you know what? Let's... Come get some! Oh, I was hoping it was gonna blow up the spawner. Does this stuff do damage to blocks? No. Okay. The RPG might not be very effective. Oh. Brilliant torch placement. Absolutely brilliant. Hey! Oi! I went British there for a second. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and the World Cup is on, so there's lots of Britishisms in my life right now, because I've been watching a lot of Doctor Who and the World Cup. Don't. Take you out. And here you come. Yikes! These guys are so fast! The only real defense is to, Hey, wait a second. Is this a dead end? There's nothing else here? Are you kidding me? Aw, man. I wanted a boss room or something. They exist. Is there any... Huh. I don't hear any mobs. Let's look for an intersection. Maybe I made a turn somewhere and there's other options. There is this stone here. Let's see if this continues around. Seems like that's just gonna go that way. That's just gonna go that way. Huh! That's lame. Where's the rest of my dungeon? Nothing this way. Okay. And there's no other corridors here. This is where we came in, right? Yeah. Man! That is so lame! So really, thought I heard another mob, though. Let's see if we hear it again. We'll throw on the sonic glasses and try and track it down. But I want, schematics. There's supposed to be schematics for other cool Galacticraft stuff hidden in chests down here. But apparently, we did not luck out in that regard. Okay, I hear mobs. Hold on. Let's throw this guy back on. Where's this? Okay, I think they're on the surface, those guys. Darn it. Huh? Question mark. Why is that a question mark? Oh, that was really weird. Anyway, it looks like this dungeon is a bust. I am so very disappointed. Huh. Alright, well, I guess the only thing to do is to continue on looking for more dungeon. Although, I think I will save that for off-camera to spare you guys. Take that back, though. We've got our portal here. I'm going to use this portal to get back to base, and then what we're going to do, I'll just leave it set up. I'll tear it down when I come back again. And what we'll do next is I want to get into a little witchery. So we'll see you guys in a little bit once we are back home. Alright guys, we are back at base, and a couple of things have changed since the last time you were here. I tried putting in some airlocks using the meteoric iron that we got on the moon. I made airlock controllers, which are pretty neat actually. If a player is within 2 meters, which is 2 blocks of it, it will open the airlock. So when I walk forward, chunk, chunk. So that's pretty neat. The only problem being that the sealers aren't properly sealing. The way that I've got this set up is not ideal. And it's not transmitting power properly, I think, is part of the problem. I think if this gets power, it will seal with this number. But anyway, I'm going to have to redo this at some point off camera. And get rid of this thing. But yeah, I put the airlocks in, and hopefully that will help in a bit. I don't know if, did I have all 6 beacons before? I don't know if I did or not, but I'm all decked out. Every beacon buff that you can get, I'm getting. Mostly because I can. Not because I actually need it. But anyway, enough of that. Here is the new module for the space station. You may note that it is a pentagon shape, because this is where the witchcraft is going to be happening. And I thought that would be a nice shape. And we've got some Mandrake growing, because that's one of the first things that you need as an aspiring witch, apparently, is some Mandrake. And I have heard, well, I have observed as well, that if you pick Mandrake in the day, which it is, you get screaming Mandrake children coming out of it, which is a pain in the butt. However, I'm going to attempt to capture one, if that's the case, and maybe I can just spawn Mandrake and grind them for the Mandrake root. So let's see what we get. Yep, here he comes, and he's fast, and he's annoying. And, oh, nope, I thought I had him. He's suffocating. I might have had him. Oh my gosh. Did I get him? I got him, Mandrake. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, the effects that he has on you is ridiculous. But let's go try this in the auto spawner, shall we? Because if this works in the auto spawner, then it would be a lot easier than maintaining a Mandrake garden. Oh, I put a vacuum hopper up here, by the way, because I want to try something similar to what Etho was doing. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I've got a Safari Net launcher in here on capture mode, so it should shoot these single-use nets out when I activate it, and hopefully I can catch some mobs in here and then like launch them at people as a gag. So we'll see if that works. I'm not going to try to test that today, though, I don't think. So let's throw that in there. Let's step out. Let's close the gate. Let's pull the trigger. And let's see if it spawns any of these guys. And if it spawns them, let's see if the grinder... Okay, it's spawning them. Now, will the grinder pick up on them? Yes! Yes, it is! The grinder is grinding them up. And let's see, if I switch this to whitelist, and whitelist nothing, it should not pull anything out of the chest. So are we getting items? It doesn't appear that it's actually... doesn't appear that it's actually harvesting anything out of them, unless that's not working the way that I expect it to be. Let's let that run for a little bit, and let's go check the request pipe system and see if we're getting any Mandrake in there. Because it would be very nice if we could just spawn those guys. So Mandrake. Oh, I think we are. And if we repoll... yes! Yes, we are. It is working. It's going right into the system. Sweet! So we can get rid of this stuff. Forget that. Here they come. Did I get them all? I guess I got them all. What is it? Nausea 2 and mining fatigue is from me holding the sword. I guess it's just nausea 2. What an annoying mob that is. That is absolutely ridiculous. But it reminds me of that scene in Harry Potter when Neville pulls out the Mandrake and his earmuffs are insufficient. So he ends up passing out from the Mandrake scream. That's pretty funny. I like that scene. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I'll need to put... I don't really need the seeds now, do I? I'm going to throw that away. Let's go turn off the spawner. And grab a bunch of that Mandrake root out of here. And then we'll see what else we need to do. That's the start of it. Alright, that's sufficient. I'm going to leave that down to remind me that I've got a Safari Net in there. Let's go get all the Mandrake out of here, and then I think the next thing that we need to make is a witch's oven. Ooh, 78. Fantastic. Oh, maybe more than that. And to make the witch's oven, I believe what you do is you make like a hat, but then it's iron bars in the middle and a bucket on top. Yep, witch's oven. Very good. And I think we need to... Well, you know, I think rotten flesh actually can be used as a fuel source. So I'm going to get all of that out of here, because I got tons. I also have apparently chunk of flesh, which I don't think you can do anything with. Let me check real quick. I'm all over the place, and I apologize if it's distracting, but I am very much interested in all of the things. And then we got... Poison extract jar, can turn it into rotten flesh. That's not particularly useful. Never mind, never mind. Okay. Oh, that's full now. Let's get a bunch of that. We'll drop that off. Now let's see if this works. If I can come in here and drop this in here, and we'll put the witch's oven right next to it. And can we fuel it with flesh? It went into that spot. Let's grab a stack of the Mandrake and cook that up. Maybe? No? Do you not cook it? I don't know. See, the part of the problem is... Yeah, I don't think you cook Mandrake, actually. Part of the problem is some of these recipes and whatnot don't actually work with... what is that? Oh, clay pots. That's right, clay pot. No? Clay jar. That's what it is, clay jar. Some of the witches' recipes do not show up in here. So we gotta smelt a soft clay jar to get a hard clay jar. Okay. So I need 4 clay. I hope I have some clay. If not, I will go retrieve some. But hopefully... Actually, you know what? I may have just used up all my clay. Yeah. Alright, just give me a sec. Alright, I went and got some clay, and we're going to make a bunch of soft clay jars. And then we need to smelt them. Now, I wonder if it will let me cook them in the oven. Let's give that a try. Can I cook it in the oven? No, I'm gonna have to smelt that elsewhere. Okay? I do not understand this witch mod, which is why I'm getting into it now. I'm gonna drop a bunch of this stuff off. I don't need all that on me. Let's see, I need a red... Oh. I'm not gonna get anything if I don't have slots open. Let's just do... Let's return the entire bottom row. How's that sound? Perfect. Now, let's get a redstone furnace. And we'll throw that on the power grid here. There it is. Alright, you gonna charge up from that? Yes, you are. Let's start cooking clay jars. And then we'll go... I think you can cook saplings is a good idea with the Witches mod. Again, I'm kind of winging it. But let's see what we got for saplings. We got a whole bunch of stained saplings from the farm over there. We got rubber saplings, eucalyptus, palm, willow, magic sapling, which I don't think has anything... I think that's from Biomes Aplenty. I don't think that has anything to do with... Alright, see, we got 20 extra of those for a stack. So let's get 20 of those. And just see if they cook up at all. And then, just in case they don't, I'm going to get the rubbers also from a mod, the willows from a mod. I'm going to get like 5 or 4 or 5 oak saplings just to see what we get out of that as well. So I'll take those. And any second now. Maybe. Maybe not. It's possible that it's not going to bother giving me those saplings. The request pipe system gets stuck sometimes, and I don't understand why. Well, let's grab the jars that are done and head back over to our witchery area. So the concept behind this, I've been running all around, haven't properly explained myself. The concept behind this is that you cook stuff in here, you get a result over here, and then any byproducts get collected in clay jars if you have the clay jars available. So let's see what happens. Nothing. Nothing at all. Can you use the saplings as fuel? Maybe it's not accepting the rotten flesh as fuel, actually. Recipes. Fuel. Nah, I think it's fine. It's basically just telling me what I can use as fuel. And I'm pretty sure I can use rotten flesh as fuel. So, what if I click on this? Okay, that's telling me stuff. Oak, spruce, birch, okay. Rowan saplings, I don't have any of that stuff. Acacia wood. Oh, charcoal, okay. But you can get byproducts, so there's foul fumes here. Let's just watch this for a second and see if rotten flesh shows up down in the fuel spot. Organic drop? Man, you can do all sorts of stuff for fuel. Ghostwood hatchet, that sounds cool. Okay, well apparently those stain saplings definitely won't work, and I didn't have any luck getting the oak saplings, but I got some jungle wood. Now this should turn into charcoal, hopefully using the rotten flesh. If not, I'll turn some of these into planks, and I know that will work for fuel. So here we go. Aha! Success, the rotten flesh does burn as fuel. That's very, very convenient, because that is free. And we get charcoal. We didn't get any byproduct that time. Let's watch it a little bit, see if we get a clay jar of something. Okay, I don't think the jungle wood actually ends up creating any byproduct. So I'm going to try a different type of wood now and see if we have any better luck with that. Alright, oak wood into the furnace. Or witch's oven, as the case might be. And the result is... drumroll. Foul fume. Now, let's see, if I hit U on this, will it tell me anything? Ooh. You can distill that with quicklime into oil of vitriol and gypsum and slime balls. Well, that's kind of handy. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm going to let this go and get a bunch of stuff here. Let me just hit U on this real quick. Shaped. It's all shaped crafting. Looks like Mutandis. That's from wood ash, cactus green, bone meal, and egg. Hint of rebirth. Which you get from burning spruce saplings? It looks like. I don't think I have any spruce saplings, so I might need to go harvest some spruce trees and start up a farm of oak and spruce to go along with... I have one spruce sapling. But I've got this. I don't think I showed this either, and I have been remiss in not showing this new feature of the base. So let's go up and fly around a bit. This is my stained sapling tree farm. It is pretty darn crazy, and I'll go over it really briefly. This tesseract sends items that it receives, and it transmits energy that it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting it backwards. The items come in, and then it sends it elsewhere, and then it pulls energy from elsewhere into here. That's what I'm trying to say. And I've got planters underneath each of these blocks, and then I've got harvesters up here. Why did it say error there for a second? That was weird. But anyway, what happens is the planters will plant a sapling whenever there's no sapling up here. And the harvester, when the tree grows, will cut down the whole tree, shearing the leaves, not shearing the leaves. Oh, here we go. See? Chop that whole tree down super fast, and then I don't know if you can see it in the line anywhere. You can sort of see it there. It went pretty fast because these are impulse item ducts. But the logs and saplings go into the chest here. And then I think I have most of them split. Yeah. Let's see, can you see it here? There it's sending some logs and saplings. But what it does is up here it'll accept anything. And down here it only accepts saplings. So half of the saplings, more or less, get sent down here, back into the planter to restock the planter. And then the rest of them go up and around and into the tesseract to get thrown into the item request pipe. So this is my way of getting the stained saplings of every color for whatever purpose I might need. Lumar for, you know, this stuff, the glowstone lamps, or, you know, for dyeing things that let me use it as a dye, whatever. Plus, I get all of the 4 vanilla types of wood out of this farm, because these trees can grow to either be jungle, birch, spruce, or oak. But it looks like I'm going to have to tag on some oak and spruce on here, at the very least, for the witches' purposes. Because we need to burn a bunch of oak and spruce saplings, I believe. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Sorry if it was a little schizo. I actually just got off of a very long Kerbal Space Program recording session, so I'm a little punchy as a result. But hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I will try and get this darned oxygenation thing figured out one day. One day. But until next time, you guys have a good one. See ya!